Hello everyone, and welcome back to Batman The Telltale Series. Or to the game that judges me for making Batman into the Dark Knight. Before he's supposed to be the Dark Knight. Like honestly. It's like they're at the setting for the movies, but have they actually watched the movies? Batman isn't exactly a nice guy. I mean, Bruce gets along with most people with his ability to socialize and yeah. But Batman, he's breaking people's arms and legs left and right. And the game's like, oh, you're being too brutal. Alfred doesn't approve. Seriously. Like, this isn't... Like, I don't even think they've even played the Arkham games. Because Batman was beating the crap out of everyone in that game. Well, then, sneaking around. Lots of stealth, which... Apparently in the last thing, there's too many people. We can't use stealth. It's like 4 armed guys. That would have actually been dangerous in Arkham. So yeah, stealth. Anyway. And wouldn't be a Telltale game without me judging their decisions on things. I mean, I like Telltale games, it's just... They take a lot of creative licensing, which means they could do what they want, but compared to people who actually know, like Minecraft or Batman, it really stretches the limits.
A revolution is knocking on Gotham's door.
Penguin, you
when this
still
whole
don't know
thing
the right
starts, make sure you're on the right side.
You need a longer nose and to be shorter and fatter and... Yeah.
Mr. Wayne, thank you for opening your house to us. Together, we will change Gotham. Harvey Dent, Gotham's next mayor, and eager to know you.
Vicky Vale, not interested, and reporter for the Gotham Gazette. Carmine Falcone? Is the Dent campaign soliciting votes from Gotham's biggest crime family?
Your father knew which hands to shake.
See, I didn't invite...
Don't you know not to
Harvey
corner a
to
wild
that.
animal? It's dangerous. Bye, Bat.
This is Selina.
How many?
I'd have to count the pieces. Falcone's calling card.
The chemicals. Where are they? We're all being played here, including you.
Yeah, remember when I impaled him?
It's... the Waynes. Well, the Waynes are the biggest gangsters in Gotham.
I admit that may have been a bit much, but he's still alive. Batman doesn't kill people. Doesn't say anything about brutally maiming them. This game series adapts to the choices you make. The story is dictated by how you play, and we'll judge you for the rest of the game. I spent Alfred to criticize. You brutalized Falcone. We don't like you brutalizing Falcone. I'm not the hero the city deserves. Only once. I'm the hero the city deserves. I'm Batman.
You don't have to do this.
Only you now, Master Bruce.
Yeah, he very obsesses over that a lot so far.
I thought I might find you here. The news was upsetting for both of us. But you should see this. I know you come here for solitude, Bruce. More allegations about his ties to the underworld. This isn't going away. It's all so public and messy.
People are throwing stones at my family, Alfred. I need to understand why.
It's my family, too. Don't forget that. I've been dreading this day for nearly 2 decades. I hoped it would never come.
Forget the papers. I want to hear it from you.
The truth is, they were billionaires, Bruce. You can't amass that kind of wealth without making certain moral compromises. It's just not possible. That kind of money taints you.
You kept their secrets for them.
I'm trying to help you understand.
Then try harder!
Hill greased the wheels of politics. Falcone was the muscle. Thomas legitimized the whole enterprise with his name. Your father, Hamilton Hill, and Falcone, they were partners. Nothing happened in Gotham without them knowing.
Working with Falcone and Hill. I expected a regular accounting, not a pact with the devil.
Your father was a good man in many ways, but this was his undoing. I want you to know, I had my suitcases ready. I couldn't stand to be around your father anymore. But then, they were killed, and you were all alone. And I just couldn't walk out the door.
I sort of know
Everything
this
I did,
plotline, but
everything I've ever done was out of love for you.
that was like a
I hope you
expanded
can forgive me.
universe thing. Like, not actually part of the main story, just one of those side story things.
You really let me down, Alfred. I don't know if I
That's
can.
definitely what I meant to do.
I understand.
Oh well. Alfred knows I won't.
This is
trust
the
him,
first
but-
time I've been back here since that night. When the police called me to collect you, I thought they'd finally arrested your father. I couldn't believe a low-life thug like Joe Chill would have the audacity to rob and kill Thomas Wayne.
Actually named the person
He
who
was
killed
simply
them.
too well known. Too big.
Most games
Yes.
it just says
There it
some
was.
person killed them.
If my father was that deep in crime, he would have had enemies.
Well, it's a fair assumption. You don't think. You
Oh, okay.
always said it was a simple mugging. In 20 years, you've never wavered from that story.
I
It
can
was
recall
pretty much a
every
simple
moment of that
mugging.
night in vivid detail. But maybe that's wrong.
Sometimes we block out things we don't want to face.
Maybe there
Apparently
was
we're
some
going too
detail
deep
I
into
overlooked.
this. Now time to go remember the past. But what I'm saying is basically, most games never really address who killed Thomas and Martha Wayne. They just don't do that. Because there really was no reason for them to do it, I suppose, but still. I mean, they address the fact that Bruce was obviously traumatized and has mental issues due to the fact that his parents were murdered in front of him. I mean, that's obvious, but the fact that they're going this deep into the storyline, giving the person a name, I'm not actually sure if that's his actual name or not. I'd have to study more into the lore, but still. Like, I don't avidly read the comic books, but I played enough of the games to know that they don't usually address such. And then there's the fact of the whole Thomas being apparently part of the mob. Don't really recall that ever really being addressed outside of maybe a few expanded universe things. Alternative universes, stuff like that. But yeah.
He just wanted to protect us.
He thought he was invincible. Sadly, he was mistaken.
I can't picture him as a criminal. Not the kind I deal with.
In that moment, he was simply your father. Think back to that night, as hard as it might be to do so.
Yeah, at least this time I'm not affected by scarecrow gas and having to shine a giant spotlight on a giant scarecrow. At least that's not a thing we're doing.
I want him standing here. Right now.
And what would the Batman do with his own parents' killer? The possibilities are frightening.
I'd only want to ask him one question.
Yeah, we don't kill people.
Why?
Remember that.
My parents could have given him anything. Why would he just shoot
We
them?
brutalize people.
He was stabbed to death in prison. No one mourns for Joe Chill, Bruce.
Or was he? I need to just stop questioning it for a while. Just roll with this storyline we're going with. Even if it doesn't really make that much sense to me. Okay, do I want to go that way or do I want to go this way? Well, what am I looking for, Batman? I always forget that I can press T to show me selectables. T. There are no selectables on here. Right. So over here, the theater. Are we actually going to address what we went to watch at the theater even?
I love that movie. Saw it countless times at that theater. How long did it play there?
Only when you wanted to see it, Bruce. Your mother arranged the special screenings personally.
I never knew that. She was always so good to me.
Where exactly does the memory end?
With my father pleading, "You don't have to do this." And the gunfires.
And after that? There are considerable gaps in that recollection.
Yeah, doesn't your mother say something like...
Do I really want to know?
I remember. As he drops down, freaks out, stuff like that. And then he shoots.
Stay back!
Take whatever you want!
Nothing personal, just business. He told me you had it coming.
You don't have to do this. Don't walk on me. He's making a mistake.
Okay. But doesn't seem right at all, but okay.
Bruce.
Yeah, I remember the pearl shattering, but I thought he tried grabbing the pearls before shooting her.
Bruce, are you all right?
It wasn't a mugging. They were assassinated. And Carmine Falcone knows why.
Yeah, my head. Telltale, what are you doing with this plot line?
Getting you in to see Falcone like this? I don't have to tell you how many rules we're breaking. Now, don't get me wrong, I'm always here for you, but this could land us both in hot water. I pulled all the strings I had with the lieutenant. This better not come back to bite us.
Look, I get that, Harv, okay? And it means a lot to me.
I know it does, Bruce. It doesn't make it any easier. The last time we brushed shoulders with Falcone, the press made us pay. At least tell me what this is about. Look, I'm all for blind support.
I'm not sure, but I think Falcone put a hit on my parents.
Wait, what? Bruce, that's terrible.
That's why I have to speak with him. I have to know for sure.
Bruce, I appreciate you opening up to me, but just try and keep it cool in there. I don't want any headlines taking away from my debate with Hill.
Dent, Mr. Wayne, welcome to the GCPD.
Thank you, Lieutenant.
Now, ordinarily, we'd never let you in to see Falcone, but it must be nice to have a DA in your pocket, Mr. Wayne. Bend the rules whenever you need it.
I realize this is irregular, Lieutenant. I wouldn't ask if there was another way.
I'm vouching for him, Gordon. Trust me, he's one of the good guys.
A good guy who always gets what they want. Now, in my book, there's no such thing.
Nice job bringing in Falcone.
Jim's
Yeah, that son of a bitch better not get off again.
He's not getting off the hook, Renee. Not this time.
Mr. Wayne, Sergeant Renee Montoya.
I just wanted to say, some of us police support you, despite what the media is saying.
Thanks, Sergeant.
We had to put Falcone in the infirmary. Batman practically tore him in half. Now, he's helped us a lot in the past, but if you ask me, he's out of control.
I'm just gonna say nothing.
Well, at least someone's getting tough on these guys. I tell you, I'd rather have Falcone in here than out on the street.
You weren't there, Harvey. You didn't see it. All right, Falcone's inside. Just say what you gotta say. We'll be out here.
Remember, talk to him. Don't smother him with a pillow. That would be bad. Children of Arkham.
The hell? Bruce Wayne? You must have some clout. My own wife can't get in to see me. Good thing I'll be out of here in a week. It's like a mausoleum in here.
We need to talk, Falcone.
You weren't so eager the last time we met. But then, I knew you'd come around. Especially after the press got their teeth into you. You're your father's son.
Yeah, that's right. Tommy and I were close. More than friends. More like cousins.
Until you sent Joe Chill to kill him.
Ah, so that's what this is really about, eh? The pup digging up a 20-year-old killer.
2 killings, and they were never forgotten.
You and me, we're practically family. I thought you'd have figured that out by now. Hey, I tried to get through to you at Dent's party. Maybe I should have spelled it out.
Convince me then. Tell me a story about our big, happy family.
There it is. Now I got you hooked. Your father, Hill, and me, we ran this city. Still do. God damn this pain. Can't think through it. Morphine's on the side there. Be a good boy and help Uncle Carmine out, huh?
Don't overdose it, Bruce.
I keep my veins clean of any of that gunk. But you never forget the tender kiss. It'd be so easy to give me the whole vial, wouldn't it? Enough there to put an old dog down forever. Of course, you'd never know the whole story. How much of your parents do you have in you? What kind of son did Thomas Wayne make?
I'm not a murderer.
No, you're not. That's why you were kept in the dark. Much better, kid. Thank you. Gesture like that reminds me of your mother. Your father may have been the doctor, but Martha, she had the human touch. Think you got more of her in you, tell the truth. Yeah. There's a kindness in you.
Well, I wouldn't know. You took her from me when I was 9 years old.
What, you really think I hired Chill? Sure. I worked with Joe Chill from time to time. Put a button on someone, he'd take him out. But I never ordered that hit on your parents.
So who did?
You can't trust anyone in Gotham. Least of all those you call friend. Your parents learned that.
They're waiting for you in hell! The bastard had to die.
Her face. That's
Hands
not
in the air! Stand down! Get a doctor! Secure this floor! No one gets in or out! Go! Go!
Well, that's unfortunate. So much for learning who actually sent the hit.
We are in deep shit. I bought us some time, but not much. Word's gonna get out, sooner or later. Why would she do something like this? We had Gotham's biggest crime lord in our grasp. This close, we were this close!
I don't know. I hardly recognized her when she burst in. She was so different from the woman we met in the hall.
It's a disgrace. Another officer gone rogue.
It just doesn't make any sense. She'd never do anything to hurt the department.
Falcone's case meant justice for 1,000 unnamed victims. And now it is a PR disaster. How can I run against corruption when our own cops are redecorating the precinct with their prisoners' brains? Listen, we gotta get out in front of this. We gotta spin it as best we can. Issue a statement saying that we have the shooter in custody. Details are still coming in and that we're investigating. The usual.
Harvey's right. We need to control this story or someone else will.
Then we need the whole story, not just part of it.
Lieutenant, Mr. District Attorney, Falcone's lawyers are here.
Christ. I can delay them for a little while, but we still need answers.
Tell me if she says anything. I have to know why she did this.
Whatever you say, Jim.
Alfred, Falcone's been murdered.
Good God.
I'm looking into it, but I'll need access to the back computer for anything I find.
Connection secured.
Alfred, I'm gonna try and confirm some suspicions of mine.
You sure she's not listening to everything we're saying?
Fresh injection site.
Yeah.
That doesn't look like blood.
Wait, I'm thinking of... No, that ain't impossible. There'd be bulging with roid muscles if it was Titan. Must be some other chemical. Don't think it's feral gas. It's not Titan, so... Not sure what it is yet.
Her veins, still visible beneath her skin. Alfred, I think I found the substance. Analyze and forward me the result.
I just push a button.
Of course. I'll be in touch as soon as I have the results.
Where am I?
Your eyes are glitching
Mr.
through your
Wayne?
face.
What's going on? Oh, but I got this awful feeling something terrible happened.
Sergeant, you have to think. What do you remember?
Oh, God. Falcone. I was hoping it wasn't real.
I believe you were drugged, Sergeant.
It would explain a lot. Listen, you have to believe me. I talked big about hurting thugs like Falcone, but I would never betray the lieutenant. Everything is so foggy. I remember a sharp pain.
There's an injection site on your neck.
Then I just felt light, like I could do whatever I wanted. No guilt, no consequence. There was a voice in my ear insisting Falcone was gonna get off. And all I knew was that I had to stop that. I had to, no matter what. The reasons why I shouldn't, they were a million miles away.
Did you see a face? Could you ID a suspect?
I don't think so.
You must remember some detail. Try.
I remember a hand on my arm, guiding me like a parent with a child. The voice, it was saying something about revolution.
Cobblepot said something similar.
Wait, what? Could Penguin be behind
I'm
this?
so sorry, Lieutenant. I've let you down.
We stalled Falcone's lawyers for now, but they'll be back. So how is she? Did she tell you anything?
Yeah, hey, don't worry about that now.
I found evidence that she was drugged. A fresh injection site on her neck.
I was out of my mind, Lieutenant. Please believe me.
Hey, I do. Of course I do. Hey, get forensics in here. Now!
She remembers
one
a
thing
voice
to
saying something
remember
about
is-
revolution.
That's not much to go on.
Gordon's a lieutenant in this.
Now, if you're bringing forensics in,
Later,
let's get Bruce
he's
out.
Commissioner. So that's...
Alfred, I gotta get back to the manor.
set.
I've got a lead on whoever's behind this.
Bruce!
Oh, you keep showing up everywhere, don't you?
What are you doing here? My friends in the GCPD have been telling stories about some kind of lockdown?
I'm sorry, Vicky. I don't have time.
Don't brush me off. Word is there were shots fired near where Falcone was being held. Know anything about that? I mean, you must have been back there when it happened.
Always digging for a story, huh?
So it's true?
I didn't say that.
Word is you turned over enough dirt on Falcone to put him in Blackgate Prison for life. A day after he showed up at your house. And now you're here. You can't afford to be associated with another scandal. I can keep your name out of whatever we print, but you need to give me something I can use. Who fired the shots? A cop? I can tell by the way you're brushing me off that something happened. Just give me something to run with. Huh. Disappointing. Maybe you have more to do with this than I thought.
Yeah, that's gonna look bad, but do I really want to save Bob? Do I really want to? Alpha ones are just basically piss off. There's no good answer now. I mean, either we play the worker, or we basically make the cops look bad.
Either Cobblepot drugged Montoya himself, or someone else is using his revolutionary rhetoric. Either way, I need to find him. Let's put our drones in the air and start a search. I'll run a trace on his cell. In the meantime, we have to find out what we can do about this drug.
The computer's been analyzing the chemicals from Montoya's bloodstream.
Throw that up on the monitor. The residue I scan on Montoya is similar to the nerve agent I found for Docs.
Oh, so I probably should end this episode here before I get too long of a video and all that. So anyway, I hope you all enjoyed. Thank you all and have a nice day.